My name is Aaron Powell. I'm the CEO of Bunch Bikes. Bunch Bikes is an electric family cargo bike that can carry up to 2 to 4 children or your dogs.
Hi, my name is Aaron Powell and I'm from Denton, Texas. My company is Bunch Bikes and I'm seeking $250,000 for 5% equity.
Going on Shark Tank it's a very surreal experience because you've seen the show, work on this thing for 6 months with the producers, getting ready for it, and then you're just like behind the doors, it's like the day. And they literally play the music on set, like the coming on music. And so you hear it, you know what's about to happen, the doors open, and they actually wanted me to ride my bike out there. So I rode my bike out there, and then you just see them, they're all looking at you. And it was like, it was very nerve-wracking. And then they want to film all this, empty footage of them just like, looking pensive or whatever. So then the first thing we do is we stare at each other for about 30 seconds and before I say anything. And that was probably the most awkward moment of everything. I'm just sitting there smiling, just looking at them, trying to reflect positive energy, hoping they'll be nice to me and not make me look like a bad guy on TV. But it worked out really well for us. I ended up getting a deal with Barbara, which is who I was hoping for because she's invested in bicycle companies in the past. And then behind the scenes, Robert Herjavec, who wasn't even on my panel, he actually came in and split the deal 50-50 because he's very much into bicycles and things that go and that sort of thing. And so he's now got Bunch Bikes that he rides his kids around. Barbara's great, she's a great partner, and once a year she'll have all of us entrepreneurs out to her place in New York, and they put together a whole conference for us, and it's a one-on-one time with her, talking about her challenges. It's always nice to have somebody who's not in the day-to-day, who can look at things from a 20,000 foot view and say, here's what your problem is. You need to focus on this. And it kind of gives me something to think about that I can improve the business. So we have 3 models of our Bunch Bike that we sell today. They're all based off of the same frame, but have different configurations on the front depending on what you need to use it for. So we've got the original, which is set up with 2 benches. You could put up to 4 kids in the front. We've got the K9, which we remove the front bench and add a door to the bike so that your big dogs, your labs, your doodles can jump into the bike. And we've got the preschool, which has a larger box on the front that can hold up to 6 kids. I grew up in Houston, but I came to Denton for college. They had a great music program. I was a music major at UNT. I became a teacher. I was teaching band here in the Dallas area. But I started biking as a way to initially just save money. I was trying to pay down my student loans, so I sold one of my cars and I started biking to work. It was 10 miles each way on the rail trail in Denton. But also I started to fall in love with just like, it's a great way to start the day. You have a nice 30-minute bike ride, you're getting your endorphins and your adrenaline going a little bit riding. And so I just felt like my mood was improved. It was probably the best fitness I've ever been in my life, riding that much. And it just kind of became a lifestyle to where more often than not, I opted to take the bike riding around town versus the car.
What's wrong with this picture? Why is Aaron riding his bike in the living room?
What bikes gave me as a kid, it's independence. You don't have to depend on your parent taking you anywhere. So if I wanted to go out somewhere with my friends, yeah, we get on the bikes and we go. And even now with my own children, I've started them biking early because I want them to have their own independence. I want them to be able to bike to their friend's house. I don't want to be tied to like shuttling them around everywhere. I feel a lot of pride as a parent just watching them, their eyes light up on the bike. I first saw a cargo bike when our family was on vacation in Europe. Bikes like this are really common in Scandinavia, Denmark, the Netherlands, Sweden, and we saw these bikes all over the place. And I was into biking, we had children, and I was trying to figure out how do I keep up this bike lifestyle with my kids, and a light bulb went off where I just wanted to buy one of these for myself when we got home. So I started researching when we got home, and I found there was nobody making these in the US. Like I couldn't buy one. I thought, hey, like this is an opportunity. Maybe there's people out there like me that would enjoy riding a bike like this. And that's kind of where the idea came from. So this is a Bunch Bike. We're gonna show you how it works. So it's an electric bike. So it's got a battery pack right here. You'll get 20 to 30 miles on a single charge. The motor is built into the rear wheel, and it automatically puts out power as you pedal. So it just makes it a lot easier to ride. This is the system, you power it on, and you can control how much or how little assist that you want. You could turn it all the way off if you want some exercise, or if you hit a hill, you can turn it all the way up to level 5. There is a throttle for a full manual option. We've got a parking brake on the bike because it's 3 wheels. You can actually lock the brakes so that it doesn't roll away while the kids are loading up into the bike. It's got hydraulic disc brakes on front and rear. There are steps on the side so that your kids can climb into the bike. Inside, the standard configuration for the original, you've got 4 seats with seat belts. The benches though, they're actually removable. So if you didn't need all of them or you only got a couple kids, they slide right out. You don't need any tools. Or you can put a padlock in there. You can lock your valuables in there while you're out and about. There's also a door option. We call it the K9. So there's a front door you can add to this bike. So if you've got a dog, they want to ride with you, they can hop in that way. So let's go ahead and get the kids and take them for a ride. Bicycles really changed my life, and riding the bunch bike around changed my experience with my family. You know, getting to enjoy all those moments with my kids as a busy dad, you know, wanting to make the most of every moment. We're spending less time in traffic and more time interacting with our neighborhood and, you know, and riding places to the park and riding to the library like we did last night. But also just seeing our families and the customers enjoying the same thing for the first time that I've been, you know, it almost like just brings back these memories of when I first got my bike. And it's those customers that keep me going just every day, just seeing their smiles and their stories. And so many customers, you know, they leave these reviews on our website that are just incredible. These bikes are eye-catching and really cool to look at, but let's go out and see how they're made. One thing I love about having a small business is just creating jobs in the community and giving back that way. Almost everyone we hire is local here to Denton. We have one remote employee who actually was a former customer of ours in Washington, D.C. that does our customer service, but everyone here is a local Denton resident. They're very mechanically inclined, they're working on the bikes, and I've got several employees that have been here from almost the beginning. There's a lot of families out there who have children that are not able to ride a bicycle like a neurotypical child. They have some sort of disability or special needs, and this bike is the first time that the family's been able to bike together as a family.
Only no speed. Say hi, Dad. Hi, Daddy.
And so just seeing the lives change and the tears and the smiles and the joy of these people going on a bike ride for the very first time together. I mean, every time I see one of those, it just gives me the strength to get up and face a challenge on another day, knowing that we're changing these people's lives.
So,
we have what we call our superhero program, where we are able to give back to anybody who's working in medical or firefighter, police, teachers. I myself used to be a teacher, and so these people are underappreciated in our society and they're undervalued. Sometimes financially, it's also a challenge. So here's a way that we can give back is by offering them a discount on a bike that is an investment in their family but could change their life.
So my name is Jenny Marr, and I am the mom of identical quadruplets, and we own a fabulous bunch bike. Life with 3 4-year-old boys is madness. It's hectic, it's crazy, it's constantly on the go. They constantly want to be doing something different. They constantly are looking for a new adventure. Hey boys, do you want to go on the bunch bike? Let's go on the bunch bike. And the bunch bikes is fabulous because it does give us the opportunity to do things in a different way. Let's go get in the bike, let's go get our helmets. Come on. And to do things more interactively and a little bit easier. All right, let's buckle up. The Bunch bike has changed my life because we're able to do things easier. We're able to do things better. Loading the kids into the car is just a pain. Let's go! Off we go! Going to the park is easier. Going to the park requires me walking 4 3-year-olds to the park that's a mile away. What's fun is being able to adjust the resistance. I make it a workout for me. So it's kind of fun. The Bunch Bikes allows us to be outdoors more. It allows us to have that time outside and be away from the screen, be away from the TV, and just have that time together outside where they're happier, I'm happier, and it just makes it better.
I'm not doing this to get rich. I wanted to start a business that I could invest my career into 10, 20 plus years, knowing I was making a difference in people's lives. So many people have said, like, this is the best thing I've ever purchased. I mean, that's a big statement, but we hear it all the time. So it's really, really cool.